For a minute, just for a minute, you made it feel like home.
Welcome to my countdown of my favourite films of 2022. Remember, I can only go by Australian release dates, so films like The Fabelmans won't be included because they weren't released until 2023 here in Australia, and this list is just my opinion. Right, let's dive in. Number 20, The Batman. Matt Reeves' neo-noir take on the Batman intelligently deconstructs the concept of the Caped Crusader while still being one of the best Batman films, with a terrific cast and breathtaking visuals. Number 19, Speak No Evil. A cautionary tale about the limits of civility, Speak No Evil is a cruel and deeply unsettling, anxiety-inducing nightmare that truly got under my skin, with a sadistic, mean-spirited, savage, and bleak gut punch of a climax that shook me to no end. Number 18, Top Gun Maverick. The definition of a rousing crowd pleaser with thrilling action and a lot of heart. In my opinion, Top Gun Maverick is superior to the original in every single way. Number 17, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. A satire of Gen Z culture that never talks down to it, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is a fun whodunit slasher comedy with a fun cast, a great score by Disasterpiece, and a perfect final twist. Number 16, The Banshees of Inisherin. The Banshees of Inisherin sees director Martin McDonagh reunite with the stars of his 2008 dark comedy In Bruges, Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson for McDonagh's best film yet, a humorous yet dour and melancholy film about the end of a friendship that tackles thoughtful themes of isolation, depression and legacy. Number 15, Prey. The best Predator film since the original, Prey is an exciting, blood-drenched rollercoaster bursting with badass kills and gripping action set pieces, and Amber Midthunder is a phenomenal lead. Number 14, The Northman. Robert Eggers' Viking revenge tale, boasting grossing performances and brutal action, and like all of Eggers' films, the historical setting has been meticulously recreated with an astonishing attention to detail.
I am Amlet the Beowulf, son of King Arvan and Warraven, and I am his vengeance!
Number 13, Nightmare Alley. Guillermo del Toro's Nightmare Alley is a visually splendid macabre slow burn noir that builds to one of the most satisfying conclusions to any film I've ever seen. Number 12, Decision to Leave. Decision to Leave is Park Chan-wook's latest gem, an expertly crafted, thematically rich police procedural love story with jaw-droppingly creative and vibrant direction, camera work and editing, and an impeccably written mystery and amazing characters. Now, this is a bit of a cheat, but number 11, it's the first two chapters of Ti West's X trilogy, X and its prequel Pearl. These are morbid tributes to different eras of filmmaking. X pays homage to the grisly slashers of the 1970s, while Pearl pulls from the golden age of Hollywood, mainly The Wizard of Oz. Both these amazing films feature complex, thought-provoking themes of aging, sexuality and stardom, gruesome violence, and earth-shattering performances by Mia Goth.
I know what I've done. The bad things. Terrible, awful, murderous things. I regret them now, but I liked how they felt. I wish I didn't, but I did.
And I can't wait to see how the story concludes with the final chapter in this trilogy Maxine later this year.
Why don't you slap me?
Time to turn our backs on sin and make the
I'm nothing like you.
once and for all.
You're a kidnapping, murdering sex fiend. I'm a fucking star. The whole world is gonna know my name.
Say it with me now.
I will not accept a life I do not
I
deserve.
do not deserve.
Stop fucking staring at me!
Number 10, RRR. SS Rajamouli's RRR is the best action movie, not just of 2022, but from the last several years. An over-the-top, achingly sincere, gloriously violent anti-colonial epic with fist-pumping action, a wonderful bromance at its center, and electrifying music and dancing. Number 9. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Guillermo del Toro's second film on this list, an anti-fascist take on Pinocchio set in Mussolini's Italy, is in my opinion the finest adaptation of the classic story ever told. The gorgeous stop-motion animation is sublime, Geppetto and Pinocchio's relationship is genuinely moving, and del Toro masterfully blends whimsy and wonder with darkness and mature themes. Number 8, Bones and All, a gory, blood-soaked, cannibalistic coming-of-age love story that is so brutally violent, but also genuinely tender and sweet. The cast is utterly engrossing, with a terrifying turn by Mark Rylance, the cinematography is gorgeous, the violence actually hurts to watch, and the final moments broke me.
You don't think I'm a bad person?
All I think is that I love you.
Number 7, Flee. This magnificent animated documentary about a refugee's journey from Afghanistan to Denmark, Flee is a deeply moving and beautifully empathetic portrait of the refugee experience that could not be more vital in a world full of anti-refugee racism.
Et hjem er noget, som er trygt. Det er noget, som man ved, at man skal være her, at man skal ikke videre. At det ikke er noget, som er midlertidigt.
Number 6, All Quiet on the Western Front, a grotesque, nightmarish, visceral, and relentlessly bleak, upsetting, and harrowing exploration of the horrors and futility of war. All Quiet on the Western Front is one of the most effective anti-war films ever made. Number 5, Mass. Revolving around the confrontation between two couples, the parents of a school shooter and the parents of one of the shooter's victims, Mass is a challenging, intimate, raw, and emotionally devastating gut punch of a film that is acted to perfection.
I know what happened.
Wait.
No, you don't.
He did the most awful thing I've ever known, but I know the report.
No, you do not know how my son died!
Number 4, Farha. This is a brutal and shocking dramatization of the horrors of the Nakba, the ethnic cleansing of Palestine by Zionists in 1948, from the perspective of a 14-year-old Palestinian girl. The film is a grueling watch, with harrowing moments of violence and cruelty that burn themselves into your memory and nail-biting suspense.
Wait, come in! Please! Please, you promised me, please! Please, don't do it! They're just children! They are not fighters! Please! You promised me, no!
heartbreaking story that needs to be told, Farha is a devastating directorial debut from Darren J. Salam. Number 3, Nope. Jordan Peele's latest work of genius is a thoughtful commentary on our society's obsession with spectacle and the exploitative nature of Hollywood that's also one hell of a summer blockbuster, with awe-inspiring visuals, truly horrific moments, nail-biting set pieces, and an incredible climax. Number 2, Happening. One of 2022's most depressingly timely films, Happening is about a young woman in France fighting to get an abortion during the 60s, when abortions were illegal. Due to the horrifying overturning of Roe v. Wade in the US last year, the film's harrowing themes are so important.
Mais qu'est-ce que t'as fait?
Aidez-moi, il faut trouver quelqu'un.
Ça ne nous regarde pas. Ton enfant? Tu veux finir en prison avec elle?
Genuinely upsetting and maddening in its realism, the film is a grueling depiction of the reality of abortion bans. They don't stop abortions, only safe ones.
Le corps réagit mal, il peut y avoir des complications. C'est à voir, est-ce que c'est pénible?
But before I reveal my number 1 pick, here are the films that didn't quite make the list. These are my honourable mentions. Avatar, The Way of Water. The return to Pandora was worth the wait. This is the first time since Dune that I was overwhelmed by the spectacle of a film. I love the new characters, I love the brilliant action, and I love how earnestly and unapologetically on the nose the film is with its anti-colonial, environmental messaging. However, it is a huge letdown that more Indigenous actors weren't cast as the Na'vi, who are blatantly based on and represent real-world Indigenous peoples, cultures and struggles. After Yang, a quietly powerful meditation on memory and grief that's also one of the most profound commentaries on what it means to be human. The Woman King. The historically inaccurate depiction of the Dahomey tribe is understandably troubling for some viewers, but when viewed as simply a crowd-pleasing Hollywood action epic, The Woman King is one hell of a ride, with exhilarating battles and fight choreography, engrossing character drama, and powerhouse performances. The Menu, a delicious satire of elitism and the relationship between artist and consumer with a twisted sense of humour. Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. I didn't love Rian Johnson's second-class conscious whodunit as much as I did the first one, largely down to the bloated runtime, but I still had an absolute blast with it thanks to its sharp humour and satire, fun mystery, and wonderful cast. In keeping with the Eat the Rich theming, we have Triangle of Sadness, a chaotic, cynical, and mean-spirited satire of wealth and class with plenty of great jokes, mostly gross-out gags that provided me with some of the year's biggest laughs. The Drover's Wife, the legend of Molly Johnson, writer, director and star Leah Purcell's powerful Aussie Western, is a brutal and harrowing film that tackles the racism and sexism of Australia's colonial past. Ambulance, Michael Bay's best film in a very long time, Ambulance is a chaotic, exhilarating thrill ride that boasts bombastic action and exciting direction with inspired uses of drones. Barbarian, a brilliant concoction of genuine terror and twisted fun, Barbarian is never predictable as it subverts every expectation and throws traditional film structure to the wind, one of this year's biggest surprises. Men, Alex Garland's ambitious, well-crafted, feminist, psychological horror film is bursting with gorgeous, surreal, and grotesque imagery, astonishing performances, and one of the most memorable and unhinged final acts of 2022. Wakanda Forever, the best of Marvel's Phase 4 films. Wakanda Forever is a moving tribute to Chadwick Boseman. Namor is an amazing villain, Ryan Coogler's direction is impeccable, the world building is fantastic, and the music throughout is astonishing. However, I did feel that runtime. And at number 1, my favourite film of 2022 is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Everything Everywhere All at Once is imaginative, goofy, and hysterical, but also profoundly touching and life-affirming, with an emotionally overwhelming conclusion that had my jaw on the floor. The directors Daniels have cemented themselves as some of the most wonderful artists working today, and I can't wait for their next cinematic gift.
Every rejection, every disappointment has led you here to this moment. Don't let anything distract you from it.